Folks are usually about as happy as they make their minds up to be. Abraham Lincoln.
Do I not destroy my enemies when I make them my friends? Abraham Lincoln.
My best friend is a person who will give me a book I have not read. Abraham Lincoln.
I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me and I didn't have the heart to let him down. Abraham Lincoln.
Books serve to show a man that those original thoughts of his aren't very new after all. Abraham Lincoln.
When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. That's my religion. Abraham Lincoln.
Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. Abraham Lincoln.
I am a slow walker, but I never walk back. Abraham Lincoln.
There are no good pictures. That's just how your face looks sometimes. Abraham Lincoln.
Those who look for the bad in people will surely find it. Abraham Lincoln.
I don't like that man. I must get to know him better. Abraham Lincoln.
When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. Abraham Lincoln.
Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. Abraham Lincoln.
I would rather be a little nobody than to be evil somebody. Abraham Lincoln.
If I were two-faced, would I be wearing this one? Abraham Lincoln.
I have been driven many times you can me knees by the overwhelming convictantic that I had nowhere else to go. My own wisdom and that of all about me seemed insufficient for that day. Abraham Lincoln.
Character is like a tree and reputation its shadow. The shadow is what we think it is, and the tree is the real thing. Abraham Lincoln.
Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. Abraham Lincoln.
Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree, and I will spend the first for sharpening the axe. Abraham Lincoln.
I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. Abraham Lincoln.
Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. Abraham Lincoln.
I care not for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it. Abraham Lincoln.
You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. Abraham Lincoln.
I am in favor of animal rights as well as human rights. That is the way of a whole human being. Abraham Lincoln.
I do not think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. Abraham Lincoln.
The Lord prefers common-looking people. That is why he made so many of them. Abraham Lincoln.
It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues. Abraham Lincoln.
You have to do your own growing no matter how tall your grandfather was. Abraham Lincoln.
You cannot help people permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. Abraham Lincoln.
If this is coffee, please bring me some tea. But if this is tea, please bring me some coffee. Abraham Lincoln.
It is difficult to make a man miserable while he feels worthy of himself and claims kindred to the great God who made him. Abraham Lincoln.
The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. Abraham Lincoln.
I don't know who my grandfather was. I am much more concerned to know what his grandson will be. Abraham Lincoln.
Be with a leader when he is right. Stay with him when he is still right. But leave him when he is wrong. Abraham Lincoln.
I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. Abraham Lincoln.
No matter how much the cats fight, there always seem to be plenty of kittens. Abraham Lincoln.
The Bible is not my book, nor Christianity my profession. I could never give assent to the long, complicated statements of Christian dogma. Abraham Lincoln.